Gering High School Holiday Family Company's Dome here at Gering High School for volleyball on a Thursday night as Gering plays their last regular season game here at Gering High School as they will take on the Bridgeport Bulldogs. For Bridgeport, their head coach is Jackie Ramig, and the Bridgeport Bulldogs come in with a record of 19-9. They are undefeated in their district, and they won the SPVA tournament this past Saturday with wins over Chase County 2-1, and then they defeated Perkins County 2-0 by scores of 25-20 and 25-16. And they had a 3-game winning streak. They're currently on a 3-game winning streak. Their last loss was to Scotts Bluff back on the 6th of October, where they lost to Scotts Bluff 3-2. Of course, after this game, sub-district start, and the C2 sub-district will be held at Bridgeport. That will be held on October 26th and 27th. Well, for the Gering Bulldogs, they're coming off a loss last Tuesday night on the road in Sydney, and they come in tonight with a record of 10-13 in the district. They are 4-3, and as we said, they lost to Sydney Tuesday night 3-0, 25-18, 25-10, and 25-19. Gering lost all 3 matches to Sydney this season. In that Sydney game, Maddie Ray had 5 kills, Carly Pazanka added 4, Macy Boggs with 10 digs and 11 assists, and Kenny Gable with 10 digs, and that loss broke a 3-game winning streak by the Gering Bulldogs. And Gering will also be in sub-district action right here at Gering High School that will start next Tuesday. Only 3 teams in the sub-district. Gering is the number 1 seed, Alliance is the number 2 seed, and Scotts Bluff is the number 3 seed. So Scotts Bluff, the number 3 seed, and Alliance, the number 2 seed, will meet up next Tuesday night here in Gering. According to the NSAA bracket, they have not set a time for that. Then the championship game for the B8 sub-district will be held on Wednesday night at a time to be announced. So it'll be Gering and Bridgeport to finish up the regular season for both these teams. And Sports Director Chris Cottrell caught up with Gering head coach Amanda Cochran. That's next as the High Plains Spas and pregame show continues after this on 93.9 KMOR, KMORFM.com, and KNEB.TV.
When you call Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating, you will have options. Repair it, rebuild it, or update it. Whether your furnace stops working or your bathtub won't drain, Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating provides the services you need to be comfortable. Weekends, holidays, or late nights, we will be there. With over 30 years of service, our certified technicians and cutting-edge technology can keep your systems running at their peak efficiency. Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating, every time we enter your home, we leave it a better place to live.
This chair is way too big. It's perfect for us. This one's tiny. That's 'cause it's mine. Hey, this chair is just right. This bed is way too hard. It's perfect for me. This bed is way too soft. Just what I needed. This bed is just right. So come on over to Leeds Heads.
Uh-oh. Somebody loaded the wrong pregame.
We're back tonight on our pregame show brought to you by High Plains Spas and Rec on the Rural Radio Network. Prep volleyball coverage on the way. We've got KNEB.TV coverage plus radio with Jeff Kelly on the call on 93.3 KMOR. Scotts Bluff at Torrington. Elsewhere tonight, on 106.9 The Trail. Let's get to pregame coaches' comments right now with Gering head coach Amanda Cochran. Coaches' comments brought to you by The Zone at Scottsbluff Screen Printing. See Shane Wilson and his staff, and you can be in The Zone all season long. Well, Coach, it's been a wild year for all sports at the high school level, and here we get to the final regular season match for you and your team tonight. I guess one thing we can kind of comment on right now, it looks like sub-districts is kind of settled. Going to be at your place next Tuesday and Wednesday, just the 3 schools, yourself hosting and Scottsbluff and Alliance. So just a couple of matches, but sure going to be nice for your squad to be at home for those, right?
Absolutely. We're looking forward to hosting and having a home court.
Now, earlier this week, you went down to Sydney and played a really good Lady Raiders squad, as always. 3-set sweep in favor of Sydney. What'd you make from the performance from your team?
We're going to keep our eyes on tonight, but yeah, our game versus Sydney, we struggled a bit, and we came back and we worked yesterday in practice and really focused and got back to business of what we need to do for our game this evening.
Yeah, so
with Bridgeport.
Moving into tonight against Bridgeport and with the postseason right around the corner, what are some areas that you mentioned practice and getting back to business? What are some areas you wanted the team to focus on?
We just need to serve receive, hang really tough in our serve receive and swing away at the front row and find our shots and hit our shots a little bit better.
Final regular season home match, obviously get that one more guaranteed match at home next week, but what about, and you don't have a lot in the way of upperclassmen, but what about as far as seniors are concerned, but somebody going to be playing their final couple of home matches here. How important some of these seniors been to you and your program over these last few years?
No, we love our seniors. It's going to be hard to say goodbye when it's time, and we're thankful for the time that they've put into our program, and it's been a good go.
Let's get to a key to the game tonight against this Bridgeport club that you just can't underestimate, a real solid team out of Class C. So key to the game brought to you by Team Auto Center, home of the lifetime warranty, and you get that with every new vehicle purchase there at Team Auto. What do the Lady Bulldogs need to do? The home.
Hey, I've been hanging out here a long time outside of Panhandle Auto Group, and boy, do they have a great selection of vehicles.
And their sales team is great to work with, and you can also get your vehicle serviced and detailed too.
Welcome to Panhandle Auto. This is Sam Serta, General Sales Manager. It's been our pleasure to serve you for the past 2 years. At Panhandle Auto, we have a seat for everybody. Whether you need a vehicle for yourself, a son, or daughter, our team will go above and beyond to satisfy your needs and even your dreams. So again, thank you from Sam Serta, General Sales Manager at Panhandle Auto, for allowing us to earn your business. At Panhandle Auto,
it's time for something different.
Again tonight for this final regular season match, and we saw this Bridgeport team earlier this month over in Scottsbluff, and this Bridgeport team gave Scottsbluff all they wanted. It went the full 5 sets.
Yeah, Gering needs to come prepared to play tonight. Bridgeport is not a team to sleep on. They took Scottsbluff to the wire, and just because they're a smaller school in a lower class than Gering, it doesn't mean that, their quality of volleyball is any less. And watching them against Scottsbluff, they've got a lot of talent. So hopefully Gering's got their game plan ready to go and they can come out and be competitive tonight.
There wasn't a lot of time. Gering played Tuesday night. They come in here on Thursday night, and I covered the game down in Sydney on Tuesday, and Gering was out of sorts all night. They lost to Sydney in 3 sets, but it was a situation where the serve-receive game wasn't there, a lot of serving errors, and once again the block, they just seem to have trouble with that. And from looking at Sydney's side of it, they're not as talented as they were last year with some of those girls. They still were 22-9 on the year, but Gering has to make some quick adjustments tonight in order to maybe stay with this Bridgeport team here tonight. What do you think Gering will need to do tonight?
Well, I can definitely tell you. I mean, I didn't get to listen to Amanda Cochran's pregame, but I'm going to tell you right now they probably weren't pleased with that performance on Tuesday night. I don't know what it is with Gering and Sydney. The past couple years, they really can't get over the hump with them, and that's something they need to work on. But I think tonight, coming out, playing hard, getting that momentum going into sub-districts is only going to give them the advantage going into next week.
And of course, as we said, the sub-districts start next week. Gering will be hosting the sub-district here at Gering High School. Only 3 teams in the sub-district, and of course, really no surprises from anybody. It's Alliance at Scotts Bluff, but I think we talked about this earlier in some past broadcasts. Really, the B8 sub-district is wide open this year.
It really is. It's just who's ever playing the best volleyball that day. I mean, Scotts Bluff's beat Gering, Alliance's beat Gering. It's whoever's going to come ready to play. Gering is at the advantage having that first round bye. But, like I said, Scotts Bluff and Alliance aren't any team to sleep on. They're going to come ready to play. And I haven't really looked at the, PowerPoints or how all that's, shaping out. I know I talked to Kenny Gable a couple days ago, and she said there was maybe a possibility Gering could host, but, it's all kind of up in the air. So it'll be fun volleyball to watch. I know a lot of people can't be here tonight, so I'm happy we can bring it to them on the TV and radio. And, it's hard to believe that the regular season is over tonight.
Well, and another thing that's happened here that has transpired over the past couple of days is that the Alliance tournament that usually ends up the season has been canceled due to COVID concerns. Shadron was supposed to go up there Tuesday to play. They decided not to go, and I just saw, I think earlier today, or maybe it was yesterday, that they're deciding not to play the Pilfold tournament, which is typically the final tournament of the season.
Yeah.
So Alliance is going to have a lot of time off, as are some of the other schools that were going to play in that tournament, and I guess that's just kind of what's happening here in 2020.
That's the thing. It's like, do you want to play consistent volleyball all year, or is this time off that Alliance is going to have, is that going to benefit them coming up on Tuesday? It's going to be interesting to see. I mean, that was the tournament when I played. That was our final tournament. That's where we took all our momentum into districts. So I'm sad the girls can't play, but I know, athletic directors, school districts, they have everybody's health in mind, and, they want everybody to be able to compete to the end of the season. So you can't fault them for that.
Well, we'll get this one in here tonight from Gering High School as Bridgeport and Gering wrap up the regular season. We'll come back with the starting lineups and the first serve from Gering High School. You're listening to High School Volleyball on 93.3 KMOR, KMORFM.com, and on KNEB.TV.
At 21st Century Equipment, we're proud to introduce the new Build Your Own tool. Build the John Deere you've been wanting and see how affordable it really is. Visit 21stcenturyequipment.net to build your own compact utility tractor, mower, or gator. It's easy to add implements, attachments, and view financing options. Build the exact tractor for your needs at a price you can afford, all from the comfort and safety of home, with the new Build Your Own tool at 21stcenturyequipment.net.
Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge. What is Hydrozen? It's total body relaxation. It's total body recharge. It's floating weightless on water. Floating your aches, pains, stresses, and worries away. Hydrozen is a revolutionary new therapy using Epsom salt saturated water as a way to relax and rejuvenate your body. And it's now available in Scotts Bluff. It is for most ages and has many benefits to the mind and body. Visit hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT.
And welcome back to Gering High School as we get set for this final regular season volleyball match between Gering and Alliance here tonight. And our starting lineups are brought to you by Western Nebraska Community College. From diplomas to degrees, it's for me. Learn more at wncc.edu. For Bridgeport, they will start this way. It'll be Carly Deaver, Sydney 9, Paige Schmunk, Natalie Keenan-Virgil, Grace Dean, and rounding out the starters for Bridgeport, it'll be Ruthie Loomis-Girdle. For Gering, they will start this way. Macy Boggs, the 5'8 senior, Cammie Newman, the 6-foot sophomore, Alex Gonzalez Orozco, the 5'5 freshman, Kenny Gable, the 5'5 senior, Maddie Ray, the 6'1 sophomore, and Carly Pazanka, a 5'11 sophomore for Gering. Those are your starting lineups here tonight. Bridgeport dressed in the purple jerseys tonight with gold letters and numbers, and Gering dressed in the gold jerseys with the blue letters and numbers here tonight. As we said, limited crowd attendance here tonight due to COVID concerns, so not quite as many people in the stands here tonight at Gering High School. And our national anthem. What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars to the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the And our national anthem here tonight from Gering High School as we get set for this final regular season volleyball match, as Bridgeport and Gering will go at it. And as we said, sub-district play will start next week as they get ready to introduce the starting lineups for both these teams, as Carly Deaver introduced, followed up by Sydney Nine. And then we will see Paige Schmunk, Natalie Keenan-Virgil, Grace Dean, and the big girl, Ruthie Loomis-Girdle, the 6'2 sophomore, for the starters as the lights go off here at Gering High School. It's the first time they've ever done this.
This is pretty cool. Pretty cool.
As they get ready to introduce the starting lineups for Gering. Macy Boggs along with Kyla Knight, Cammie Newman, Alex Gonzalez Orozco, Maddie Ray, and Sydney Winkler will be in the starting lineup tonight, along with the libero dressed in the blue jersey. That's Kenny Gable for the Gering High Bulldogs. So Gering and Bridgeport getting ready to go, and going back to that Bridgeport Scotts Bluff match, we saw Ruthie Loomis-Girdle start the match and really caused Scottsbluff some problems in the first set, but then I think from that point on she wasn't in the lineup.
Yeah, we didn't see a lot from her. I don't know what went on exactly. You know, their offense is really centered around Dean. They give her a nice high two ball in the middle, so hopefully Gering has scouted that and they're ready to defend tonight.
And Gering will be serving from right to left, Bridgeport from left to right, and of course this season in high school volleyball they do not switch sides of the net after every set, so they will stay on the same side of the net as Kyla Knight checks out of the Gering lineup, and Kenny Gable will come in as the libero. And starting things off for the Bulldogs tonight, it'll be Sydney Winkler, and her first serve into the net, and that puts Bridgeport on top 1-0 early. Sydney Nine start things off for Bridgeport as the serve taken back row by Winkler. Boggs pushes it left side. Maddie Ray over the block and down.
Yeah, that was a great swing that time by Maddie Ray. She's the kind of hitter in games when she can come out and get that first kill under her belt. I think she finds a lot more success. So hopefully she can keep that rolling tonight.
Tied at 1 here early in set number 1 as Cammie Newman sends it away, and back-to-back service errors for Gering, and they struggled with this Tuesday night in Sydney also. Back-to-back service errors as now Loomis Girdle goes out, and Brooklyn Moorman checks in to serve it away for the Bridgeport Lady Bulldogs. Line drive serve, Gonzalez Orozco with the dig box to Ray over the block. Bridgeport covers, free balled over. Kenny Gable takes it in the middle. Back set, big swing there by Kyla Knight, covered by Bridgeport. They'll push it over. Gable takes it. Back set, Kyla Knight covered by Bridgeport, and 2 hits. The call on Bridgeport, and we're tied at 2 here in set number 1.
Yeah, you know, that's Bridgeport's greatest strength, I think, is they're a really scrappy team on defense.
There's Macy Boggs' line drive serve. Picked up, 9 will push it to Keenan Virgil, covered by Gering. Maddie Ray will cut it cross court, and it's in for a Gering point, and Gering on top 3-2 here early in set number 1. Macy Boggs serving at 90% on the season. Serve taken back row, 9 there, pushed over by Bridgeport. Gonzalez Orozco there. Boggs pushes it left side to Maddie Ray, and Maddie Ray gets it down for her second kill here in set number 1, and Gering takes a 4-2 lead.
Yeah, Maddie Ray's doing a nice job. She's got a good big block up in front of her from Bridgeport, but she's taken that cut shot where, you know, you come down with your thumb and cut it past that block.
Another nice serve and a service ace for Macy Boggs, and Gering's jumped out 5-2 here early in set number 1. 3 straight points from Macy Boggs. Here's the serve. 9 will set it in the middle. Dean with the swing and over the block and down for the Lady Bulldogs. And that'll bring in Teresa Santoyo. And we saw her come in the Scotts Bluff match and do some damage from the service line, and she was in there right now for Bridgeport. She sends it away, taken by Winkler, back row. Boggs quick to Kyla Knight, and Kyla Knight with a nice swing there. 6-3, Gering leads it by 3 as Carly Pazanka checks into the Gering lineup for Sydney Winkler. And now Maddie Ray at the service line, serving at 95%, sends it away. Nice dig. It'll be Bridgeport will have to play it out of the net. 9 did a good job, but it went backwards. And Gering has run off 4 straight points and now leads at 7-3 in set number 1. Maddie Ray once again, and free balled over by Bridgeport, and Gering can't do anything with it. And totally out of system, and nobody there for Gering, but a nice job by Bridgeport to do what they could with that ball.
Yeah, that was a great hustle that time by Bridgeport. I don't think Kyla Knight exactly thought that was coming over, so you got to be ready for anything.
There's Schmunk's serve. Boggs pushes the front row from the 10-foot line. Carly Pazanka puts it down. She has just checked into the contest 8-4. Gering on top. Kyla Knight checking out. Cammie Newman back into the lineup, and Kenny Gable serves it away. 9 with the back set, and into the net on the swing is Keenan Virgil. 9-4, Gering by 5. They're in set number 1. Gable serve, back row picked up there by Schmunk. Pushed over, and Cammie Newman knocks it back on the Bridgeport side. Big swing by Deaver. And it goes out of bounds. 10-4, Gering leads it by 6 and a timeout. 10-4 Gering in set number 1. Back here at Gering High School, and we didn't get a chance to tell you, our opening serve is brought to you by Papa Murphy's Pizza at 2801 Avenue B in Scottsbluff. It's love at 425 degrees, and don't forget to register for the Papa Murphy's Text Club for a sweet deal. From the Logos broadcast booth, alongside Molly Kelly, I'm Jeff Kelly. Nice start by Gering here in set number 1.
Yeah, I really like what Macy Boggs is doing offensively for Gering. She's really distributing that ball evenly, to her middles and outside, and that's where Gering finds success, is when they have that balanced attack.
Gable serve taken in the back row. 9 will push it left side, and a big swing by Deaver, but it goes long, and Gering has opened up a 7-point lead here in set number 1. Gable once again, line drive serve taken by Keenan Virgil. Neen back to Keenan Virgil. She pushes it over, and nobody there for Gering that time. And a point for the Lady Bulldogs. Make it 11-5, and Ruthie Loomis-Girdle checks back into the Bridgeport lineup. Natalie Keenan Virgil back to serve for Bridgeport in the purple tops here tonight. Taken by Ray. Boggs quick in the middle. Newman with the swing, but Loomis-Girdle there to put that one back on the Gering side to make it 11-6. Natalie Keenan Virgil at the service line for Bridgeport. Serving at 87%. Line drive. Gonzalez Orozco there to take it to Pazanka, and Pazanka puts it down the near sideline, right in the corner. And a nice swing by Carly Pazanka to make it 12-6.
Yeah, and Gering's outside, they're finding great success down that line against Bridgeport.
Served by Gonzalez Orozco, free balled by Bridgeport. Gable picks it up on the Gering side, backs it to Cammie Newman. Cammie Newman sends it home for the Gering Lady Bulldogs, 13-6 here in set number 1.
I'm so happy to see Cammie Newman do so great. She's such a great teammate and a great person, and she works really, really hard.
And an ace serve by Gonzalez Orozco, 14-6. She comes into tonight serving at 89%. One more time from the freshman, just over the top of the tape. 9 pushes it left side, big swing by Loomis-Girdle. Can't be dug by Maddie Ray. 14-7. Gering by 7 points.
Yeah, that time Macy Boggs is at kind of a disadvantage, being that shorter blocker against Loomis-Girdle.
Deaver serve, taken back row on the overpass. That's pushed back over on the Gering side once again. Ruthie Loomis-Girdle puts it down, and 2 straight points run off by the Bridgeport Lady Bulldogs. It's now 14-8. And Carly Deaver serves it away, the jump serve. Gable takes it back row, back set. Pazanka there, covered by Bridgeport. 9, Loomis-Girdle, and goes out of bounds on the far sideline. 15-8 Gering. That'll bring Sydney Winkler back into the Gering lineup. She saw quite a bit of action Tuesday night in Sydney from the service line.
She plays a nice back row. She comes in for Carly Pazanka and plays those 3 rotations, and she does a nice job.
Winkler sends it away. Taken in the back row, 9 to Loomis-Girdle over the block. Gable not able to get there to keep it up. 15-9. Bridgeport making a run here in set number 1 from the service line. 9 serve. Push left side. Maddie Ray puts it down. One more time for Gering. And Gering has looked 180 degrees better than they did Tuesday night in Sydney.
Yeah. That was a nice tempo ball that time from Macy Boggs. She, sets a nice low flat ball out to Maddie Ray to catch that Bridgeport block off guard.
In the middle to Dean, who puts it over. Gering covers Maddie Ray. Deaver there to pick it up for Bridgeport. 9, Loomis Girdle over the block. Dug there by Cammie Newman. From the 10-foot line, Maddie Ray sends it into the net. 16-10. Gering by 6. Kyla Knight back into the Gering lineup, and that'll bring Brooklyn Mormon into the Bridgeport lineup for Ruthie Loomis Girdle here. Mormon's jump serve. Gonzalez Orozco gets that. They push it to Maddie Ray over the block. Bridgeport there. Free ball to Gering. Gable pushes it to Boggs, and Knight puts it down. There was a touch. And Gering now by 7 points, as that'll put Macy Boggs at the service line for the Gering Lady Bulldogs here in set number 1. Boggs sends it away. Out of system, Bridgeport. Here's Gering with it on the Bridgeport side. Keenan Virgil, push it left side. Up Boggs to Maddie Ray, sent back over by Bridgeport. Quick set to Kyla Knight. Bridgeport there once again. Keenan Virgil. And a point to Bridgeport to make it 17-11. And Santoyo in for Bridgeport. The junior will serve it away. Her team trailing by 6, 17-11. Gonzalez Orozco takes it in the back row. Back set, Maddie Ray from the right side this time. Covered by Bridgeport. Here's Deaver. Gable there. And a point for Bridgeport. 17-12 here in set number 1. Teresa Santoyo with the serve. Taken back row by Winkler. Boggs has to run it down as Kenny Gable with the kill. And a nice job by the libero, Kenny Gable, to make it 18-12 here in set number 1. Carly Pazanka in for Sydney Winkler. And Maddie Ray serves it away, taken back row. 9 with the back set, big swing by Schmunk, covered by Gering. Gable there, Gonzalez Orozco through the block, or check that off the block. And a point goes to Bridgeport. And I think that makes it 18-13. So Bridgeport will have it. Paige Schmunk with the serve. Taken back row by Gable. Boggs there from the 10-foot line. Maddie Ray covered by Bridgeport. Here's Deaver with the swing. Nice dig by Gable. Quick to Kyla Knight off the block. Bridgeport there. Free ball put over by Bridgeport. Boggs, Gable. Carly Pazanko over the block and down. Now it's 19-13. Gering is Cammie Newman back in for Gering for Kyla Knight, and Kenny Newman at 19-13. Sends it back row, picked up there by Schmunk. Free ball by Bridgeport. Gonzalez Orozco there. Boggs quick in the middle to Newman, and it's down just inside the far sideline to make it 20-13. Bridgeport trailing by 7 here in set number 1. Avery Wiebert in for Bridgeport. Kenny Gable with the serve. 9 on the overpass. Gering has it. Boggs, Carly Pazanka. And in the top of the net, and Keenan Virgil may have gotten a little bit of that one. But it's a point for Gering. 21-13. 4 points away from taking set 1. Short serve. 9 will push it to Deaver on the left side, and it goes long. And Gering now 3 points away from taking set number 1.
Yeah, and hopefully Bridgeport can get that figured out on the outside. They're swinging hard. They're doing a nice job, but I think their hitters are just a little too early, and they're sending it out of bounds.
Gable's short serve picked up by Bridgeport. Back set. Off the block, Keenan Virgil picked up by Gering. Newman hits it over. In the middle, Keenan Virgil off the block, covered by Bridgeport. They put it back over. Gering has it on the second touch, Newman. On the Bridgeport side, big swing by Keenan Virgil off the block of Newman. 9, one more time. Keenan Virgil pushes it over and finds the hole in the Gering defense. Makes it 22-14 as that brings the sophomore Ruthie Loomis-Girdle back into the Bridgeport lineup as Keenan Virgil with the left-handed serve tries to cut it cross court, but it goes out of bounds. 23-14. Gering trying to close out set number 1. Alex Gonzalez Orozco, serve taken back row. Free ball by Bridgeport. Push to the far side. On the overpass and knocked back by Loomis-Girdle for a Bridgeport point. 23-15.
Yeah, you can't give Ruthie Loomis-Girdle those presents at the net like that. I mean, there's not a lot Macy Boggs can do because she's at a total disadvantage up at the net.
Dean into the Bridgeport lineup, and Deaver will serve it away for Bridgeport. Jump serve and an ace serve by Deaver. Kenny Gable not quite able to get there. 23-16, a 7-point Gering advantage here in set number 1. Deaver serving at 77% on the season. Sends it over. Gable there to pick that one up. Get it quick to Newman, and Newman into the block. And a solo block there by Loomis-Girdle. 23-17. Bridgeport making a run here in set number 1.
Yeah, that's the first time all night, though, that I've seen Gering really swing straight into that block. They've been doing a really nice job tonight of going past that, cutting shots, using their corners.
Gonzalez Orozco on the second touch. A nice job by Macy Boggs behind her head. Puts it down on the second touch. And it's set point here in set number 1 for Gering at 24-17 as Maddie Ray and Sid Winkler back in for Gering. And Winkler will try to end set number 1 right here. The serve taken. Here's 9 to Loomis-Girdle, and she puts it down. And Bridgeport not dead yet. 24-18 on the score as Sydney 9 at the service line. Almost an ace serve, and it is an ace serve. I thought someone from Gering was going to possibly get there. 24-19. Bridgeport making it interesting here in set number 1. 9 serve. Taken by Winkler. Boggs left side. Maddie Ray off the block and down as it goes out of bounds. And set 1 goes to Gering. 25-19 on the Wesco scoreboard.
New season and new fashion is in at Compliments for you and your home. Check out what's new from Tribal and Charlie B. From light layers for warm days and cool nights to reversibles that are a must-have for the season. Compliments has the style for you. With great looks come great deals. Compliments always has weekly deals to bring more style into your life. Get ahead of the trends and get the new shapes, shades, and colors this season at Compliments for you and your home. 1708 Broadway, downtown Scottsbluff. Exceptional care, right here at home. That's the mission of Morrill County Community Hospital. Morrill County Community Hospital is a 20-bed critical access hospital that owns and operates clinics throughout Bridgeport, including specialty outreach clinics and Morrill County Home Health Clinic, as well as Chimney Rock Medical Center, located in Bayard. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time at Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska.
books. Gering gets the win 25-19. And I know you weren't in Sydney Tuesday night, but like I said, this is 180 degrees difference from what set one looked like in Sydney. As Gering had tied them a couple times, but then Sydney just went on some big runs. We didn't see that in set one.
Yeah, when they started out and Tumas served straight in the middle of the net, I thought, oh boy, here we go. But I think that's one thing Gering figured out as the set went on, is that if they pressure Bridgeport with their serve, they keep him out of system, and they keep the ball out of Loomis Girdle's hands. That's one thing Gering's got to figure out. I don't know if maybe Coach Cochran will switch up that lineup to get a better matchup on that block, but she doesn't have a huge block on that right side. So if they can just at least get a touch on her, Loomis Girdle, and slow her down a little. They've got great defense in the back row from Kenny Gable. So hopefully, even if they can just slow that ball down a little bit, Kenny can get there.
Bridgeport will start off with the serve here in set number 2, as once again serving from left to right. 9 will start it off, taken back row by Gable. Boggs pushes it to Ray, left side over the block. Bridgeport has it. Here's Loomis Girdle in the middle, and a nice block by Newman and Boggs. They got up on the dual block, and it's 1-0 Gering. As Kenny Gable checks out of the Gering lineup. Alex Gonzalez Orozco in as Newman sends it away. In the middle, Loomis Girdle, or check that, that was Dean, puts it down, and Gering can't cover it. And once again, as we were in set 1, we're tied at 1 apiece. Brooklyn Mormon will come in for the Lady Bulldogs, and she will go to the service line. Kenny Gable in for Gering. The jump serve by Mormon, and it goes long, and the service error by Mormon. 2-1 Gering here in set number 2. They took set 1 25-19 as Macy Boggs will start it off for Gering. Serve taken back row by Mormon. 9 to the left side. Keenan Virgil off the net. Gering there to pick it up from the 10-foot line. Gable just inside the back line. And a nice job by Kenny Gable from the 10-foot line to keep it in bounds to make it 3-1 Gering here in set number 2.
She's feeling that back row attack tonight. I like it. I like that swing from Kenny Gable.
Boggs just over the top of the tape, almost an ace serve. Free ball to Gering, taken by Gable. Boggs back set. Kyla Knight off the ceiling, and a point for Gering. And it's 4-1 here in set number 2. Nice job serving in set number 1 from the Lady Bulldogs. Here's Macy Boggs' ace serve. And a nice start for Gering here in set number 2 as they jump out 5-1 on the Bridgeport Lady Bulldogs, who come in for tonight's action 19-9 on the season. They'll be the number 1 seed in the C2 12 sub-district that starts next week. Out of system, Bridgeport gets it over to Gable. Boggs, Maddie Ray puts it down once again. And Maddie Ray getting it done on that left side for Gering. And a timeout taken by Bridgeport. 6-1 Gering in set number 2 on the West Coast scoreboard. And back here at Gering High School from the Logos broadcast booth. Logos is your home for all your screen printing and embroidery needs. Shop the showroom or have something custom made at Logos, 1344 10th Street in Gering. Another nice start here in set number 2 by Gering.
Yeah, they have a lot of success when they come out and pressure the other team with their serve. And, I mean, that's what they're going to have to carry over into sub-districts is it all starts with your serve. So I like the way Gering's They're serving the seams, they're serving short, they're mixing it up, catching Bridgeport off guard.
6-1 Gering as Macy Boggs continues to serve for Gering. Sends that one away. Deaver picks it up. They'll get it to the front. Free ball to Gering. Gable to Boggs. Maddie Ray one more time on that left side. 7-1 Gering.
Yeah, and that's really Gering's bread and butter. Kenny Gable takes that free ball, gives a nice quick pass to Macy. She, throws that shoot set outside to Maddie Ray. That's a great combination.
This will be a free ball from Bridgeport. Gonzalez Orozco. Boggs quick to Kyla Knight, and Kyla Knight just inside the far sideline. And a nice swing by Kyla Knight. 8-1 Gering, and another fast start for the Lady Bulldogs here in set number 2. Boggs with the serve. Deaver back row, 9 runs it down. Pushed over by Mormon. Gable there. Boggs left side, Maddie Ray. Covered by Bridgeport on the overpass, and Kyla Knight there for the Gering Lady Bulldogs. She didn't see a lot of action Tuesday night in Sydney, but she's made her presence known here in set number 2 as she puts it down on the overpass. 9-1 Gering. And Macy Boggs continues from the service line. As Deaver takes it back, we're on the overpass. Gering has it quick to Kyla Knight off the block, and Bridgeport can't run it down. And once again, Kyla Knight makes it 10-1. Gering here in set number 2. Gering won set 1, 25-19. Macy Boggs continues at the service line for Gering. Sends it back row to Deaver. 9 runs it down from the 10-foot line. Mormon taken by Gable. Boggs back set Gonzalez Orozco. 9 there to pick it up. Free ball to Gering. Gable. Boggs. Maddie Ray over the block. And another point for Gering. And that's, I believe, about the 3rd kill here in set number 2 by Maddie Ray off the set from Macy Boggs.
Yeah, Maddie Ray's an incredible outside hitter. I'm not taking anything away from her, but, a lot of her success comes from the pass and the set from Kenny and Macy. So, like I said, it's a great combo from Gering when they get, all that rolling together.
And a service error by Macy Boggs makes it 11-2 Gering, as Santoyo will come in to serve for Bridgeport. Also into the Bridgeport lineup is Lindsay Leadhead. First time tonight. Gering with a fast start. As a little discussion. And now we're ready to go from the officials. Santoyo's serve. Taken by Gable. Boggs back set. Here's Maddie Ray off the block. Bridgeport covers. Here's Leadhead. Sends it long. Point Gering. And Gering with a 10-point lead. Deaver will check back in for Bridgeport. And here's Carly Pazanka back into the Gering lineup. And that'll put Maddie Ray at the service line for Gering in the gold jerseys tonight. Ray sends it away, back row, picked up there by Keenan Virgil from 9, and Keenan Virgil off the block and down for Bridgeport to make it 12-3. And for the first time tonight, Kale Morris checking in for Gering. And Paige Schmunk to serve it, and a service error by Schmunk. And that's kind of been Bridgeport's bugaboo here in this contest, and now they trail by 10. Kenny Gable to serve it away. Taken back row. Pushed over on the second touch. Boggs there. Gable to Pazanka. And Pazanka with the swing and the point for Gering. A nice job there by Gering to cover it on that second touch from Bridgeport.
Yeah, and I think that's what's really great about the two senior leaders of Kenny and Macy, you know, they know where each other are. And if Macy takes that first ball, Kenny knows she needs to step in and take that second ball.
15-3, Gering on the ace serve from Kenny Gable. And another timeout taken by Bridgeport. 15-3, set number 2. Gering leads it on the Wesco scoreboard.
Find out what convenient really means at the Western Travel Terminal. Start with our great selection of food and drinks, from for real milkshakes and fresh brewed coffee to snacks and hot food. Next, check out our beer and spirits with their everyday low prices. Finally, let us work for you with our full-service gas station and automatic truck and car wash. All this can be found at 822 South Beltline in Scottsbluff. Western Travel Terminal, your convenient shopping, restaurant, and full-service gas leader.
Welcome back to Gering. Glad you're with us tonight on 93.3 KMOR FM, KMORFM.com, and on KNEB.TV, Allo Channel 15 and Mobius Channel 1500. TJ at the controls, Chad running the camera for us tonight. And glad you could be with us. Last regular season contest for both of these teams, and both teams will jump into sub-district play next week. Gering sub-district will be right back here at Gering High School as the 3 seed and 2 seed Alliance and Scottsbluff hook up Tuesday night. The championship will be Wednesday night. Gering, the number 1 seed in the sub-district. Here's Kenny Gable serve. Take back row. Santoyo almost didn't get there. Free ball. Bridgeport has it. Boggs quick to Newman. Bridgeport there to cover. Here's Deaver over the block. Sent back over on the Bridgeport side. 9 in the middle as Keenan Virgil sends it over. It couldn't be picked up by Macy Boggs to make it 15-4. And that brings Ruthie Loomis-Girdle back into the Bridgeport lineup. Natalie Keenan-Virgil with the serve. Boggs on the slide. Newman, and it's blocked back as Ruthie Loomis-Girdle there to send that one back to Gering. And it's a 10-point Gering lead here in set number 2 as Natalie Keenan-Virgil gets ready to serve it away. Left-handed serve and a net. Service error. I'll get it out yet. I wanted to get, she was left-handed out, and it just.
Yes, you do love a left-hander. You love a lefty.
16-5. Make it 16-6. The service error, got it out that time by Gonzalez Orozco.
Yeah, I feel like, 10 is like Bridgeport's secret weapon. She does a nice job from that service line, and she's a lefty. So Gering's really, they run her on the right side, they run her in the middle. They got to be ready because, lefties, they hit a little different. Their angles are a little different. You got to be ready.
And another service error, this time by Deaver, makes it 17-6. Sid Winkler into the Gering lineup. Her jump serve. 9 gets it to Loomis-Girdle, covered by Winkler. Gable there, free ball by Boggs on the Bridgeport side. Taken in the middle. 9, Loomis-Girdle off the block. Gering got the block up, but it goes out of bounds. 17-7. Gering's advantage remains at 10 here in set number 2. They won set 1, 25-19. Sydney 9 with the serve. Winkler pushed over by Boggs. A little bit of an overpass in the middle to Gracie Dean. And Dean puts it down for the Lady Bulldogs. 17-8. Bridgeport, as they did in set 1, making a little bit of a run here in set number 2.
Yeah, that's the good thing about Bridgeport. There's no quit in them. You think they're up, Gering's up, 17-5? They think they're going to run away with it, and they've run off 3 straight points.
Newman on the roll shot, and she puts it down just inside the near sideline. And the Gering advantage once again, 10. Here's Cammie Newman. She'll serve it away, taken back row by Keenan Virgil. She sends it over. Gering has it from the 10-foot line. Winkler, Bridgeport, 9 will push to Loomis. Girdle off the block, covered by Maddie Ray on the Bridgeport side. Once again to Loomis. Girdle off the block. There's Gonzalez Orozco for Gering. They push it to Maddie Ray left side through the block. Bridgeport there. Loomis Girdle one more time on the push. Gonzalez Orozco there. Quick to Kyla Knight, and she pushes it, and it just falls inside the line. And a nice off speed by Kyla Knight that time. 19-8. Gering in set 2.
Yeah, she had that big block of Loomis Girdle up in her face. That was a great decision that time. Usually I'm not about tipping. I want girls to go up and swing hard, but that was a great choice that time by Kyla Knight.
9 to Dean, and the block up. Gering has it pushed over by Kyla Knight, but she was in the net. And a point to Bridgeport, but the Gering advantage remains 10 at 19-9 as Brooklyn Mormon in for the Lady Bulldogs. Mormon serve taken by Winkler, back row. Boggs to Maddie Ray, and once again from that left side, Maddie Ray with the kill. 20-9, all Gering here in set number 2. And we'll put Macy Boggs at the service line. The serve, Deaver in the back row, 9 runs it down. Here's Keenan Virgil, tips it over. Gering there to cover on the overpass, played out of the net. Nice job. Gonzalez Orozco gets it on the Bridgeport side. Quick to Dean. Kenny Gable there. Maddie Ray puts it on, cuts it into the corner, and a nice job by Maddie Ray to make it 21-9 Gering. And Gering has put the pedal down here in set number 2.
I can tell you right now, I think this is the best set of volleyball that I have seen Gering play all year.
Macy Boggs will serve just over the top of the net, an ace serve for Macy Boggs, 22-9. And we'll have a substitution for Bridgeport as now Olivia Loomis Girdle into the Bridgeport lineup. Gering continues with the serve as Ella Rotherham with a 22-9 Gering advantage in for the first time tonight. Boggs serve just goes long. And really, that's kind of been the only errors Gering's made in this second set have been from the service line.
Yeah, and I know you don't want girls to miss serves. You know, it kills momentum, but I know Cochran wants them to miss a serve like that where they have to choose in or out as opposed to, you know, putting it in the middle of the net.
Back set to Maddie Ray, and this time from the right side. Maddie Ray makes it 23-10. Gering by 13 points. And Carly Pazanka in for the Lady Bulldogs as Maddie Ray with an ace serve. 24-10. Gering a chance here to go up 2-0. That brings Avery Wiebert in for Bridgeport. Set point here in set number 2 for Gering. A service error. 24-11. Kale Morris comes in for Maddie Ray. Paige Schmunk trying to keep Bridgeport alive here on set point. Taken by Gable, back row. Quick to Ella Rotherham. Bridgeport covers on the Bridgeport side. They get it to Keenan Virgil. Taken back row by Boggs. Gable with the bump set. Zanka sends it long. 24-12. Set point once again for Gering here in set 2. Schmunk serve. Back row taken by Morris on the overpass. Gering has it. They push it over, and Loomis Girdle couldn't get there. And set 2 goes to Gering, 25-17. to 12. Gering leads it 2-0 as they win set 2, 25-12 on the West Coast scoreboard.
I've struggled with my weight since I was 13, but weight loss surgery changed my life. I've lost 120 pounds, 80 inches, and gained a whole new outlook on life.
Weight loss surgery may be the answer to your weight and health problems. Regional West offers the support of skilled surgeons and a dedicated bariatric team for your journey to a healthier you. Learn more about weight loss options at Regional West. It's time for a new you.
At Platte Valley Bank, we believe it shouldn't cost you money to access your money. That's why we offer free ATMs anytime, anywhere. Whether you are across town or traveling abroad, there won't be an added expense to access the funds in your Platte Valley Bank account. Free ATMs are just one of the great benefits of banking with us. Stop by to talk to one of our friendly associates to discuss what else Platte Valley Bank has to offer.
Plant seeds of safety around irrigation equipment. Here are some potential hazards. Avoid moving irrigation equipment on windy days. Never try to remove an irrigation pipe that is contacting a power line. Keep spray from irrigation systems away from power lines. Make sure wiring is always grounded properly. Stay away from irrigation systems during lightning activity. We should always promote safety in all fields of endeavor. This message is brought to you by Chimney Rock Public Power, your touchstone energy partner, the power of human connections.
Back here at Gering High Schools, we head to set 3, and Gering with a 2-0 advantage, and it was all Gering in that second set. Bridgeport tried to make a run, but the service game from Gering was really the difference in set 2.
Definitely. You know, like I've said before, it all starts with that pass, and that's what Bridgeport's really struggling with tonight. When they get that pass there, you know, they find some success. I like the adjustments Gering made in that second set. There wasn't a lot that they could do wrong, and I liked how that block got up. They slowed Loomis Girdle down, because that's where Bridgeport finds a lot of their points. So it was good to see them make that adjustment.
So we go to set 3, and Gering will try to close it out right here against Bridgeport. And as we said in our pregame, sub-districts will start next week as Gering will host the B8 sub-district right here at Gering High School. They will start it off on Tuesday night as the number 3 seed Scottsbluff takes on the number 2 seed Alliance, and then the winner will play Gering on Wednesday night. Gering, the number 1 seed in the B8 sub-district, as they are leading in power points. Only 3 teams in the B8 sub-district this season. And Bridgeport, they will also host the C212 sub-district at Bridgeport. Bridgeport, the number 1 seed, Gordon Rushville, number 2, Bayard 3, Hemmingford 5, and Morrill 4. Morrill and Bridgeport will get things started off on Monday. Times on all of those games and both those sub-districts to be determined as we start off set number 3 with Sid Winkler serving it away. Here's Loomis Girdle off the block, covered by Maddie Ray. Here's Boggs to Cammie Newman over the block, and it goes out, and Bridgeport starts off set number 3 leading it 1-0. Carly Deaver with the serve, taken by Gable on the overpass. Loomis Girdle puts it down. It goes out of bounds, but a double hit called. And Bridgeport leads it here in set number 3, 2-0. Deaver's jump serve taken by Gable. Boggs has to run it down, and Gering can't get it back over to Bridgeport. And a 3-0 lead by Bridgeport to start set number 3. All from the serve from Deaver. And a service error by Deaver makes it 3-1. Kyla Knight back in for Gering. Kenny Gable will come out, and Cammie Newman will serve it away. Back row taken by Bridgeport. 9 will push it to Loomis Girdle on the right side. Picked up there by Newman. To Boggs, to Maddie Ray, left side. Through the block. as Dean and 9 missed on that one, and Gering makes it a 1-point game, 3-2 here in set number 3.
Yeah, and this is where Gering really needs to apply that pressure. I mean, I knew it. I knew Bridgeport was going to come out and play hard. They don't go away. I mean, Gering's up 2-0, but they're still going to compete.
Free ball by Bridgeport. And Cammie Newman sends it out of bounds. 4-2. Bridgeport. Sydney 9 will serve it away. Back row taken by Winkler. Boggs quick to Kyla Knight, and Kyla Knight puts it down for Gering. No block there for the Lady Bulldogs. 4-3 Bridgeport, and Macy Boggs will try and tie it up here at 4 apiece as she sends it away. Taken back row. 9 back set Loomis Girdle this time from the right side.
And I think that line judge is calling a foot fault on Macy.
5-3. Bridgeport as Brooklyn Mormon comes in for Bridgeport. And Bridgeport with a 2-point lead here in set number 3. Mormon serve. Gable takes it. Boggs to Kyla Knight, and Kyla Knight with the swing and a point for Gering, and once again Gering within a point. They will try and tie it up as Maddie Ray to serve. Carly Pazanka into the Gering lineup. Maddie Ray serve. 9 back set to Schmunk, covered by Gering. From the 10-foot line, Gonzalez Orozco just gets it in the far end line, and we're tied at 5. First tie here in set number 3, and Gering looking to go ahead right here.
Yeah, and Alex is doing a great job. As the year's gone on, she's really found her confidence, and that's good to see.
Out of system as Bridgeport gets a point off of that, as Keenan Virgil finds an open spot on the Gering side. Bridgeport 6-5. And Grace Dean sends it away. Taken by Gable. They get it to Pazanka. Pazanka over the block from Paige Schmunk. And we're tied once again at 6 apiece. Cammie Newman back into the Gering lineup for Kyla Knight. And here's Kenny Gable to serve it away for Gering. Line drive serve taken back row. Deaver. Free ball over to Gering. Gable there. Boggs pushes it to Pazanka, left side off the block. Bridgeport covers. And a point for Gering. 2 hits called on Bridgeport. And Gering takes their first lead here in set 3 at 7-6. Kenny Gable one more time. And an ace serve from Kenny Gable makes it 8-6 Gering here in set 3. And a lot of the problems that Gering had against Sydney have not shown up as far as the serve-receive game or the serving game. Gable serve back-to-back. Ace serves by the senior Kenny Gable. Gering by 3, 9-6 here in set number 3.
And I just want to give a shout out really quick to Rick and Robin Gross, Kenny Gable's grandparents. I wish you guys could be here tonight, and I know you guys are listening.
Lexi Harding in for Bridgeport, and just as you say that,
the 2 aces were for you guys, not the missed serve.
not the service error. 9-7, Gering by 2. Paige Schmunk with the serve, taken back row by Gable. This will be a free ball to Bridgeport as Gonzalez Orozco puts it over. Push it to Deaver on the right side off the block. Pazanka there, pick it up for Gering. Cammie Newman tips it over. On the overpass, Pazanka puts it down, and point Gering. Nice hustle by Gering all the way around on that point to make it 10-7.
Yeah, and I know Bridgeport didn't get the point that time, but that's what I'm talking about with them. Like, that's what's going to carry them in sub-districts. I mean, they got 3 touches on that ball. It didn't go over, but they'd never quit.
Gonzalez Orozco serves it away. 9 gets it to Deaver over the block. Gonzalez Orozco there. Boggs pushes it to Carly Pazanka through the block. Back over on the Gering side. Boggs back set. Cammie Newman off the block and down. And Cammie Newman with a kill, and Gering has opened up a 4-point lead here in set number 3 at 11-7. Kale Morris back in for the Gering Lady Bulldogs. And we've got a timeout. 11-7, Gering leads it in set number 3 on the Wesco scoreboard.
At TC and More in Scottsbluff, we believe it's the little things that make your house a home. Start with home decor. Brighten up any room in your house with flags, wall decorations, and custom art pieces. Next, brighten up your wardrobe with clothing and accessories like jewelry and purses from the Myra collection. And remember, seniors and military members receive an additional 10% discount. Visit our website, tcandmore.com, and like us on Facebook, TC and More, 1621 Broadway, beautiful downtown Scottsbluff.
Back at Gering High School, set number 3, a little bit of a slow start from Gering as they fell behind 2-0, but they've roared back here in set number 3 to take an 11-7 lead. And there's not a lot of things that you can point out that Gering's really done wrong here tonight.
Yeah, and I think this is a great confidence booster for Gering going into sub-districts, and this is the kind of volleyball that Coach Cochran wants them to play clear to the end of the season. So this is a great match for them, you know, to find that rhythm, find that groove as a team.
As Keenan Virgil pushes it over for a Bridgeport point, 11-8, and that brings in the sophomore, Ruthie Loomis-Girdle. Play on that front line for Gering. Keenan Virgil sends it away. Gering has it. Be pushed over by Cammie Newman. It'll be a free ball. Back to Gering. Gonzalez Orozco there. Back set to Cammie Newman. The swing, and it goes off the top of the tape. 4 hits. The call on Gering. And what was once a 4-point lead is now 2. As Keenan Virgil serving at 87%, puts it into the net for the service error. 12-9, Gering by 3. Sid Winkler, Maddie Ray back into the Gering lineup as Winkler will be at the service line for the Lady Bulldogs. To Bridgeport, 9 has to run it down. Loomis-Girdle pushes it over, and a nice block as Boggs is there along with Cammie Newman. 13-9, and this is also something Gering didn't do a lot Tuesday night, was get their block up against Sydney.
Yeah, and you know, there's a couple of times where Loomis-Girdle went right over the top of Macy. She's such a great competitor. You know, she's like, all right, I'm going to go up and jump higher and get that touch off of you.
Dug by Gering. Maddie Ray sends it over on the overpass. Maddie Ray pushes it down, puts it down again, and a touch by Bridgeport. 14-9. Gering here in set number 3. They won set 1 25-19. Set number 2 25-12. Winkler with the serve, sends it back row, picked up by Schmuck. 9 runs it down to Loomis-Girdle, right side. Block gets up one more time. Overpass pushed over on the Gering side. Cammie Newman in the middle. And an off balance shot by Cammie Newman makes it 15-9. Gering leads it by 6. Avery Wiebert in for Bridgeport in the orange, or the purple jerseys here tonight, as Winkler with an ace serve. 16-9 for Gering. Looking for the sweep here against Bridgeport as Winkler sends it into the net. Service error, 16-10, Gering by 6. Dean into the Bridgeport lineup. And Deaver will be at the service line for Bridgeport. Taken back row by Gable. The back set to Newman. And the block, the combo block, Dean and Loomis Girdle. 16-11 Bridgeport. They've got the serve, trailing 2-0. Deaver at 77% from the service line this season. On the overpass, joust at the net, pushed over by Boggs. In the middle to Dean, and it goes long. Point Gering. 17-11. Kyla Knight into the Gering lineup. Gering leading it by 6. Here's Cammie Newman. Back row picked up there by Schmunk. To 9 to Loomis Girdle off the block. And a point for Bridgeport to make it 17-12 here in set number 3. Sydney 9 for Bridgeport with the serve. The floater taken by Gonzalez. Orozco. Boggs to Maddie Ray off the block. Bridgeport covers overpass. Kyla Knight puts it back. And a lift called on Bridgeport, 18-12. Gering here in set number 3 as Jaylee will come into the Gering lineup for the first time tonight. As Boggs with the serve. Back set, Loomis Girdle gets up, nice block to the net by Gering. Boggs, Maddie Ray off the block and down for the Gering Lady Bulldogs, 19-12 here in set number 3. Here's Macy Boggs. Just over the top of the net. Bridgeport back set to Loomis Girdle. The block by Knight on the Gering side. Boggs quick in the middle to Knight. Covered by Bridgeport. Nobody there. Free ball to Gering. Boggs back set. Come with the swing. Bridgeport with it in the middle to Dean. Winkler there to cover for Gering. Boggs to Maddie Ray. In the middle, Dean pushes it over, covered there by Boggs. Gable runs it down. And a point for Bridgeport. Gering called in the net. 19-13. Gering with a 6-point advantage here. Brooklyn Mormon will come in to serve on the Bridgeport side. Mormon with the jump serve, almost an ace serve. Winkler there, the overpass, covered by Gering. Winkler runs it down, free ball by Gable. And a little bit too much on that one by Kenny Gable, 19-14. Bridgeport trailing it by 5 here in set 3. Mormon serve into the net. And service errors have plagued Bridgeport all throughout this match. 20-14. Gering 5 points away from closing this one out. Carly Pazank into the Gering lineup. Maddie Ray with the serve. 9 gets it to Keenan Verger. She pushes it over. Boggs there. And they calling Kyla Knight in the net. 20-15. Dean serve, taken back row by Morris. Back set, the swing by Knight. Gering keeps it alive. Kenny Gable sends it over. They push it in the middle to Keenan Virgil. Gable with it. Boggs. Carly Pazanka puts it down. Carly Pazanka over the block of Schmunk and Keenan Virgil. 21-15. Gering by 6.
Yeah, and that's where you have a veteran setter in Macy Boggs. You know, she saw Bridgeport's defense wasn't there. Their block wasn't ready. She was yelling, "Go, Carly, go." She gave her that nice shoot set to the outside.
The serve, covered. Free ball back to Gering. Boggs, quick to Cammie Newman, and just missing on that far sideline. And they're going to call 2 hits on Bridgeport, 22-15. Gering 3 points away from closing out this final regular season match of the year. And Kenny Gable at the service line for Gering. Sends it away. And an ace serve. Is that the third ace serve?
I wish we kept stats. I'm too all over the place. I wish I could do it because I don't know how many ace serves that is for Kenny Gable, but it's quite a few.
23-15. Gering leads it. 2 points away from getting the sweep here tonight. Gable, back row picked up there by Mormon. 9, back set pushed over by Schmuck. And a point, Gering, as Paige Schmunk was in the net. And we're at match point here in set number 3. Kenny Gable will try and close it out for Gering. The serve taken. 9 has to run it down. Free ball to Gering. Gable, Boggs has to run it down. Sent over by Cum. And it gets down for Jaylee Cum, and Gering wins set number 3, 25-15, and they win the match 3-0. We'll come back with our post-game show as Gering wins it 3-0 over Bridgeport on the West Coast scoreboard.
For the past 44 years, Platte Valley Vacuum and Sewing has been serving the Wyobraska area. That's quite a long time. At Platte Valley Vac and Sew, you'll find quality sewing machines, quilting and embroidery machines, even sergers, from name brands such as Pfaff and Baby Lock, both known for their well-made machinery. Keep in mind you'll receive one-on-one lessons with your machine purchase. Platte Valley Vac and Sew also offers a fine selection of 100% cotton quilting fabrics and a great selection of threads and notions to assist you in most any quilting or embroidery project you might have. For all your sewing machine quilting needs, stop by Platte Valley Vac and Sew, downtown Scottsbluff.
Hi, I'm Michelle Perkins of Remax Regency. After branching out, I've returned home to my roots, to the land from which I came and my family has held for 5 generations.
Michelle truly understands what home means and treats you like family as she guides you through the buying and selling process, bringing the latest pricing tools that are not currently being used in this area to sell your home at the highest price in the least amount of time, and to ensure that you do not overpay when buying.
So just give me a call, kick back, Remax, and settle down.
Home buying is filled with decisions. Neighborhood, floor plan, fenced yard. Make one choice that's easy. Start with FNBO first. We'll guide you home. Home buying is filled with decisions. Square feet, fixer-upper, room to grow. Make one choice that's easy. Start with FNBO first. We'll guide you home.
It's Kenny Gable. And I got to get the fifth number, the third number.
Kale Morris.
Kale Morris.
Yep.
Is your fourth senior here tonight, as they will play one more time on this floor, as the sub-districts will be here at Gering High School starting next Tuesday, as the 2 and 3 seeds will play each other, and then Gering will take on the winner of that match Wednesday, with the times to be determined. It was really all Gering all throughout the match from set one, as they opened up big leads in all 3 sets. We were only tied twice in set one, once in set two. We were tied twice in set number 3. But really it was all Gering, and they just really put the pedal down and really never looked back in this one. It was, like I said, I've said it 2 or 3 times, a complete 180-degree turn from what I saw Tuesday night in Sydney.
Yeah, you don't ever want to carry a game over like that that they had in Sydney on Tuesday night. So it was good to see Gering come out and, be competitive and, wrap this up in 3. Like I said, Bridgeport's no team to sleep on. That's going to be a tough sub-district for them. And, they won the SPVA. Is that how you say that? Yes. Conference? Yeah. Which is a pretty competitive conference, too. So good luck to Bridgeport the rest of the way. They're a great team, and it's been fun to cover them on a couple matches this season.
They did a great job here tonight, and we've seen them do some good work here this entire season. And like I said, hopefully they can keep it going in the sub-district that starts next Tuesday. And then Gering will play on Wednesday. We'll come back with more. This is the Runza post-game show. Runza doesn't like to think of themselves as just another restaurant in town. They like to think of themselves as part of the community. Runza, with locations in Scotts Bluff and Gering. Back with more on the Runza post-game show as Gering wins it 3-0 over Bridgeport here tonight in Gering.
At Platte Valley Bank, we believe it shouldn't cost you money to access your money. That's why we offer free ATMs anytime, anywhere. Whether you are across town or traveling abroad, there won't be an added expense to access the funds in your Platte Valley Bank account. Free ATMs are just one of the great benefits of banking with us. Stop by to talk to one of our friendly associates to discuss what else Platte Valley Bank has to offer.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
At 21st Century Equipment, we're proud to introduce the new Build Your Own tool. Build the John Deere you've been wanting and see how affordable it really is. Visit 21stcenturyequipment.net to build your own compact utility tractor, mower, or gator. It's easy to add implements, attachments, and view financing options. Build the exact tractor for your needs at a price you can afford, all from the comfort and safety of home, with the new Build Your Own tool at 21stcenturyequipment.net.
Taco John's players, plural, of the game. It's going to go to the 4 seniors. Kale Morris, Macy Boggs, Kyla Knight, and Kenny Gable are our Taco John's players of the game, as these 4 seniors close out the regular season with a nice win here tonight against the C2 Bridgeport Bulldogs. And a short break, and they'll be right back here Wednesday night to take on the winner of Alliance and Scotts Bluff in the sub-district championship. As we said, only 3 teams in the B8 sub-district, and makes for a short sub-district. And of course, the winner of the sub-district moves on to the district action, which probably usually means a long trip back to the eastern part of the state.
Yeah, I mean, I'm an old school kind of gal. I graduated 100 years ago, but I personally think I don't like the sub-district thing in Class B. I think they should just go back to the olden days where you go and you play districts, but I don't get to make the rules. The 3-team sub-district, hopefully Gering can make their way through that and then go get to play in a district final somewhere. Like I said, I don't know. I talked to Kenny the other day. She said they maybe had a chance of hosting. So if that's the case, great for them. And I just want to give it up to the 4 seniors again. I think they're such a cohesive unit for Gering. I think moving Kenny to libero was one of the best decisions Coach Cochran made. And, Macy runs such a balanced attack. She's been the starter for 3 years. Kyla Knight's really found her groove and confidence in the middle. Macy's given a nice ball up to her to be successful. And, Kayla Morris probably doesn't get to play as much as she wants to, but when she does come in the back row, she does a really nice job for Gering.
They all did a nice job tonight, as did Maddie Ray, as did Cammie Newman, as did Alex Gonzalez.
Yeah, all around.
Yeah.
I think I can really, truly say I've watched Gering a lot this year, and I truly think this was probably their best match of the year. Around.
We will take another break, and we'll come back on the Runza post-game show as Gering defeats Bridgeport 3-0 on the West Coast scoreboard.
This chair is way too big. It's perfect for us.